Welcome back everyone, I am the Depressed Eeyore, and this is War of the Human Tanks. Alright, no grinding this time. What I'm gonna go ahead and try to do, I'm gonna go ahead and get traffic insurance. Get that prepared. Alright, next episode, let's get started. Oh, I did get one new tank that I developed or whatever. Battery units, prepare to fire. Acknowledged. Assault units, prepare to fire. All prepared. All batteries, support the assault units. Charging. Do not back off. Shock tanks, form a line. Copy that. Head to the center and open a way forward. Advance. Whee! Samurai tanks, provide mobile protection. Yes, ma'am. The prolonged war between the Empire and the Kingdom is now about to come to a close. However, no human tank understands what the war is fought for. Kya! Wah! No human tank knows what might await beyond the end of the war. What fills their minds is just one thing, for the sake of their admired commanding officers. When they die upon the battlefield, every human tank screams something. Is it their regret for this world that they shout out? Are they crying out that they don't want to die? Nay, for they believe that they all believe that their superiors will triumph. They all believe that they were of good service to their superiors, and believing that, they die with rapture. Alright, episode 13, Human Tanks, charge. The Great Fugee Forest. Amidst its hidden groves, Japan's great secret lies hidden. The cause that brought chaos into the world, the reason that Japan is now filled with human tanks, the worst disaster the human race has ever faced. A Pandora's box called radiotoxic particles was opened here by mortal humans. The radiotoxic particle collecting device, that's right. Shotaro, do you know that many people say this is the very first place from which radiotoxic particles spread across Japan? Yeah, I've heard an urban legend like that. That's a fact. Really? What's the source? Researchers in the Royal Army Combat Technology Department. The Royal Army was working on controlling the particles at their source of origin. That explains why they alone used the particles several times before in this war. Pretty underhanded if you ask me. Still, it's just a few of the royal regiments which employ the particles as a weapon. The fruits of the research lie ahead. So, the lab is located in the center of the forest. Joko smells something dangerous. There's something I must get off my chest. What is it? Can you not speak to the lieutenant more politely? My apologies, but this is how I've spoken ever since they improved my brain. I hope you can overlook it. Well, it's not a big deal, right? If you say so. How much longer will we have to walk? Choco's exhausted. We're almost there. Did these stairs lead underground? This looks more like a cliff than stairs. Big bro, Choco's somehow scared. It's pitch dark down there. Captain, the density of radiotoxic particles here is dangerous. Does it mean it's high enough to harm humans? That's weird. There are Royal Army researchers in there, right? I think so this area should be safe. The researchers are all dead. What? They failed to control a considerable amount of radiotoxic particles and lost their lives. The particles keep human tanks going, but are just a poison to humans. So they got exposed to a lot of these particles, huh? They went insane and I killed them all. Mio, the cave down below is a place where humans cannot live any longer. Then only human tanks can make it down there. So, Mio, does your regret lie below? After the researchers died, runaway human tanks have been controlling the radiotoxic particles. If they are left unchecked, the particles might leak out of the lab. That'd be horrible. Lots and lots of people would die. Ashiko, Mio, you two go investigate down there. Roger that, sir. Shotaro, wait. What was that? A laser beam? It came from the inside. Mio, those runaway human tanks that you mentioned earlier, are they Gecko models? I don't know either. Ashiko, go in there. Roger that, ma'am. But, big bro, there's nothing for us humans to do anyway. Let's count on our human tanks. Good luck, Mio. Ashiko. This is terrible. The particles here are so dense that they look like a black fog. The This passage is horribly damaged. Burn marks all over the place, probably caused by laser fire. The particles will leak out soon if we leave it like this. We have to hurry up and get to the source, Mio. This way. Another beam! The shooter seems close by. We still don't have any details on the enemy. Stay vigilant. Roger that, sir. Did you two find anything? What is this thing? Whoa. Eek! Is that a human tank? The thing that the monitor displays resembles a human tank only marginally. Is that a new tank model of the kingdom? It was a lithe, skinny body, 3 heads arrayed in a row, and eyes and mouths that are far from those of ordinary human tanks. Is this the host computer? Mio, you sound like you know something about it. If memory serves, a special human tank built upon the Gecko model was used to process the particles that rose up from below. Is that the host computer you mentioned? Yes, the prototype machine must have absorbed the special tank into itself. What prototype tank? Is that what this creepy thing is? They suppressed its thinking ability. Isn't that a taboo? Correct. The researchers here stripped its intellect away in order to enhance its physical strength to the maximum. That's horrible. It's coming at us. Hashiko! Gah. Christ, such a twisted tank is controlling the radiotoxic particles in there now? That's too dangerous. You alright, Hashiko? What is this? I hear something. What's going on in there, Hashiko? Captain, can you not hear this, sir? Huh? We don't hear anything. I hear a voice. It's telling me to fight and annihilate the enemy. Do you really not hear it? Maybe someone's jamming us. We have no trouble hearing Hashiko and Mio, though. Maybe it's something only human tanks can hear, you think? What? The voice is screaming something. Turned into something different by those self-serving people. Toyed with by them and stripped of their thinking ability. They are screaming. They have been screaming for a long time. Ever since they were born have they screamed out. They screamed, hoping for someone to notice them, but no one has ever heard their plea. They have called out at the top of their voice to all the human tanks living in this world. They've wished for anyone to hear their scream, because there is something they know, because they wanted to let other human tanks know it. Cock the rifle in your hands. My rifle? What are you talking about? No, that's wrong. Mio? Pull the pin of your hand grenade. Shock tanks, don't stray from formation. I hear something. Are you tanks even listening to me? Don't stop. Charge. It's so sad. Captain, the human tanks all stopped. Someone do something about it. It's not only ours. The enemy's human tanks are the same, ma'am. What? And aim the anti-aircraft gun. Even though there's no aircraft in this game. They wanted someone to hear them. They just wanted someone to help them. Is it a sin to wish for that? Hey, you tanks. I didn't order you to move there. That's not true. Damn tanks, listen to me. That is not right. Your enemy stands before you. That's wrong. They wanted to let anyone know. Despite them being right in front of them, despite being so close to them. Why? Why does no one else realize it? Mike, what's the matter? Pull the triggers and annihilate them. Annihilate the enemy. Annihilate the human race. That's wrong. Ishika, you alright? That is just wrong. They are screaming, yet nobody can hear their screams. That's no wonder, because even their voice was taken from them. No, you've got it wrong. We are human tanks. Even so, you're still wrong. I am wrong. Wrong how? We are human tanks. We like being them. Mike, what are you talking about? Captain, the Royal Army has resumed attacking. Oh my, Mike, Sumar, can you fight? Roger that. We will fight for you, Captain. Why? Because that's what it means to be a human tank. There's not one of us who fears death as long as it's for our commanding officer's sake. Radiotoxic particles. Did you figure something out? Strong radio waves are being transmitted outside the forest using the particles as a conduit. That prototype machine Mio mentioned before, could it also be a human tank? Hashiko. How come? Don't you feel happy when you're fighting for your captain? I really do. That's the reason for us human tanks to exist. That's our pleasure and happiness. It is our everything. Incoming missiles. Interceptors. Prepare to shoot them down. Acknowledged. Fire. Assault units. Bravo team. Advance, fight, and fight back the enemy assault. Roger that. Human tanks become beautiful flowers who bloom just once on the battlefield. Their sincerest belief is that it is to the benefit of their much respected superior officers. Those flowers just look like fireworks. They sincerely believe that their final explosion will make the commanders they admire happy. Those fireworks make flowers bloom on the battlefield. Hashiko, we're fighting that. Yeah, roger that. If we can draw that thing into the laboratory, it'll make it hard for it to use the laser device. Roger that, then I'll attack it in there. You'll attack what? That prototype machine? Wait a second, Hashiko, are you crazy? Second Lieutenant Choco, why are you panicking? Don't you remember that prototype machine's the one controlling the radiotoxic particles? Ah, that's right. We must not destroy it, or there will be a big problem. If it's gone, a massive amount of particles will leak out. Is that what you guys are worried about? The opposite, big bro. If it really is the case that this is the source of the radiotoxic particles, the particles will disappear from the entire country. What's that supposed to mean? It means that no more radiotoxic particles will be provided to all the human tanks in the entire country. Simply put, all human tanks are going to die. What? Hey, Hachiko, did you hear what they just said? Do not destroy that, I repeat, do not destroy it. Why is that, sir? You idiot, if you take that down, you and all the other human tanks will die. I already understand that, sir. What? Sir Tara, you are what Hachiko and I live for and die for. Are you not going to let me die this time either? Mio, it has been a while since we last fought together. Try to keep up with me, Hashiko. Absolutely, Mio. Commence the operation. Whoa! Take this. Oh! Mio slashes the machine over and over again. A laser beam's incoming. Hashiko, formation 2. Mio, a laser incoming from the left. Just try and hit me. Mio. She keeps cutting and slashing. No matter how many hits she receives, she won't stop her frenzied flurry on the prototype machine. I'm not done yet. Take this! Mio pays no heed to her own protection. Enemy attacks hit her, even though Hashiko warns her when they come. There's an optical source on the upper part of the enemy. Oh! With no fear for death, she just keeps attacking furiously. This moment is what she has been dreaming of ever since she was born. Take this! Mio, the enemy is backing away. I'm counting on you, Hachiko. Mio! Mio! Hurry, Captain. This is the chance Mio made for us. We must finish the enemy now. But if we take it down, your tanks will. Big bro. Joko, let's win this, big bro. We must do it. Lieutenant. Ugh. Hashiko, annihilate the enemy tank. Modules available. But I don't have any supplies. Wow, only costs 10,000? That's not bad. Alright, well I'm gonna go ahead and make a save. We'll save there. Alright, annihilate all the enemy tanks. We must destroy the enemy tank before we run out of time. Use samurai or scout tanks to assess the combat situation. Okie dokie. So this is the Asagao, the one that takes up 6 slots. And the next apparently the next stage is just an improved form of the Asagao. It has a shooting area of 3, which is nice. The bad part is it only has a speed of 1, which right now it has a speed of 2 because I have a modem equipped. And I don't know what the next one is going to give me. Anyway, let's hit her. Oh wow, that's a lot of stuff. In that case, I actually have room for the Asagao. are Sumires. Alright, let's get Goharo in. Dama's in. Let's see, we have room for 4 more. I only have 1. Okay. Not much else for me to use. Alright, we'll just get a Kuro up and running then. That's 14. Alright, let's get ready. Whoa. Straight down the middle, huh? It has weird gaps in it. Alright. Thankfully that could have been a lot worse. Wide range recon. Let's do this. Oh wow, there's multiple things. That's how it works. I see. Okay. God, these guys move fast. Alright. Okay, take out you. Definitely need to take out these beams. Trying to think of where I can fire everything. That should be fine. Okay, we took out most of the big stuff. Incoming! Oh wow. He's practically dead. Alright, that takes care of the artillery. Evaded. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Could have been worse. Alright, now we're blind again. That's okay. Alright, that takes care of all of that. Okay, samurai. Oh wow, that thing's huge. Oh wow, that just barely missed. Luckily I know where she's at. Alright, almost took that one out. Nothing. Shit. Alright, there's the boss. I hit one part. Alright. Keep firing. Nothing. Alright, there's one samurai left. Oh, hello. Alright. Should be the end. Massive victory. Yay, supplies for a bunch of dead tanks. Not bad. Did we finish it? Hashiko, can you hear me? Yes, I can hear you, ma'am. Thank goodness. What about Mia? Is she alright? I wasn't able to die yet again. It seems that they can still move. Big bro? There must be a delay to the effect. Let's get them out of there quickly. Seto? Seto! Lieutenant, could you put the gun down? What are you doing, Seto? Why would you try to shoot Big Bro? You destroyed the source of the radiotoxic particles. I honestly never wanted to do this. Is this an order from the headquarters? In case Shotaro Daihone takes any kind of unauthorized action that could be viewed as an act of rebellion. Seto, you're kidding, right? He must be executed. It's not an assassination this time, huh? I told you I don't want to do this. But you destroyed the source. Why did you have to do that? Is that why you pulled out the gun? Certainly, you betrayed not only the Empire, but the entirety of Japan. So you wouldn't mind seeing those particles kill everyone in the country? That would have been better. If we lose all the human tanks that fight for us, Japan will turn into hell. Lieutenant, please say something, just like you always do, with some eccentric strategy or smooth talk. Find a way out of this goddamn situation. Lieutenant! Seto, are you that keen to die? Big bro, I've got no strategy, nothing. You're lying. I know you must have something to prepare to weasel your way out of this. I trust in you, Seto. That is so unfair. I have no such confidence. I've watched Hashiko and many other tanks fight. Seto, they're scarring their own lives for you, and I can't be like them. I'm not brave enough to lay down my own life and fight for you, Lieutenant. Even so, you didn't need to be that desperate to die. If I were a human tank as well, things would probably be much easier. Seto, are you jealous of the human tanks? Captain! Big bro, there's still one left. Watch out! Don't. Was it destroyed? You were able to do it after all. Seto, you alright? Are you okay, ma'am? Lieutenant. Seto. So, it was nothing to worry myself over. Jeez, even I was able to. We've got to stop the bleeding. Hashiko, get me bandages. Do it. You shouldn't have sacrificed yourself for my sake. You're so thick-headed. That's why Mia left you. I don't think that's exactly right. Second Lieutenant Saito, please hang in there. We seem to have such a nice atmosphere going. I'd love for you to let me pass away. Seto, you mustn't say something like that. Stop copying Big Bro's bad habits. Lieutenant. What? I'm your staff officer, now and forever. Please, do not forget that. Seto. Are you wondering if there are no more human tanks now? With the source of radiotoxic particles lost, that might indeed happen in the near future. Or mayhaps there is still another source hidden, and human tanks will last for all eternity. However, there's one thing for certain. Human tanks are still fighting on battlefields. The war between the Empire of Japan and the Kingdom of Japan is not over yet. Even though the Imperial Army almost reached the royal capital, their territory had expanded too rapidly to defend with thinly spread forces. The Royal Army seized this opportunity to attack their flanks. As a result, the Royal Army regained some of its former strength and succeeded at driving back the opposing army once again. Seasons pass by, time flies by, and yet the war still continues. Although the Imperial Army just might be able to turn things around again soon. Captain Choco, all shock tanks are good to go. Geez, Choco's a second lieutenant. You keep making that mistake. Ah, of course you are. Haven't you been missing a couple screws lately? Perhaps. My brain is reverting to the way it was. Well, even if you turn into an idiot, Choco will still always be on your side. What sort of image did she actually have of me just until now? Wait, where's Big Bro? He was here just a while ago, wasn't he? Mio? He told me not to tell you about it. That's just as good as telling me. It is? Sheesh, that Big Bro, he's so out of hand. War of the human tanks isn't over yet. Although heavens only know when radiotoxic particles will run out and the tanks will stop moving, until such time, they are giving their everything to fight for their commander's sake. Human tanks cock their rifles, they pull the pins of their hand grenades, and aim their anti-craft guns. That may be their only way of expressing their love. One day, their feelings will surely reach those whom they respect. They are dreaming that their commanders will see the flowers they produce on the battlefield and say to them, "Well done." And after that, the commander will pat them on the head, holding onto that dream. They will keep on fighting. I guess we should employ a blitz tactic here, using shock tanks to receive the enemy assault tanks, and you cannot call it a blitz tactic if you wait for the enemy to attack you. We should do something that they wouldn't even expect. Thanks for your harsh opinion, as always. I had to say that because this is my comeback match and must be won. But we have Mio coming behind us, so we can easily win. Lieutenant, have you forgotten why we're here ahead of her? Huh? Why's that? To attain victory without using an overpowered tank like her. Was that why? Yes. Are you still jealous of her? Who told you that? Oh, it must have been that Second Lieutenant Choco. I just know it. For the love of God, she'll go without dinner today. No one actually told me, but I shouldn't tell her that because it's fun to watch her reactions. Anyway, Hashiko? Are we really going to do this, ma'am? Conquering a fortress using just 5 tanks, it's impossible, isn't it? Making the impossible possible is your job, Lieutenant. You're asking too much. I think you should plan the strategy here. It'll probably end up more realistic. What are you saying? I told you before, I'm your staff officer. Hello, do you understand what staff officers are for? Planning strategies is what they do. I bet you'll come up with a better one, Lieutenant. Would you listen to me, please? You'll make it. I trust you. Shitara and his fellows are fighting. However many tanks are destroyed, he never gives up, because that is the wish of all of his tanks. The war will keep going. As long as there are human tanks that believe in him, he will give them their command. Human tanks, charge. Well then. Alright, scenario clear, story completion, 25%? Well then. Tank Mio acquired. Oh my god. You can save your clear game data, load the data to start a new game, give you everything you gained during the previous game. Save. You will just put it in the top slot. Game saved. And there you go. If I want to, I can load the save. I don't know what will happen. Is there a skip? Alright, looks like it starts right back in the beginning. So I will probably just keep playing this off screen. Go and go back to the title screen. So yeah, I don't know how much will change on New Game Plus. I do know that losing certain battles will kind of change the plot a little bit. We pretty much won every battle except for the one against the cat. So yeah, I'll probably mess around with it, and if I happen to unlock some new matches, battles and stuff like that, I will be sure to show it off to you guys. But overall, the game is a lot of fun. I like it. It's kind of weird how it's a real-time strategy. It's almost kind of like it has it's pretty much like an ATB system. Kind of like how Final Fantasy works. And I do kind of like how it's active time, because nothing annoys me more than having to wait on certain actions and having to do them before I'm ready to do them. And with this, I can pretty much use any unit in any order if I'm willing to wait for the slowest unit. The story is amusing, the sounds were great. I'm a little concerned about the music, because I don't know if that's going to trigger anything on YouTube, but hopefully it doesn't. And overall, the strategy is pretty straightforward. Granted, I kind of went for a route where I had a lot of visibility and control, because that seems to help out a lot. But if you're going a route that didn't use so many scouts, or you didn't upgrade scouts immediately, the battles could probably be very, very difficult, because you'll be pretty much just running blind and going right into the enemy hands. The enemy does kind of shoot randomly, just like I do, and sometimes they kind of shoot in places where I'm obviously not going to be, but I think it's because the AI assumes that I could be anywhere, very much like how I assume that the AI could be anywhere on the map, so I think it's kind of fair. The only thing that was ridiculous was that cat, but that's an optional thing, so I can't really be too angry about it. Besides that, very fun game. I'm going to be playing this a lot. I also really like the upgrade systems, where you can upgrade items and upgrade tanks and all that cool stuff. I think that's a lot of fun. So yeah, I definitely recommend this game. It's a lot of fun. So I am the Depressed Eeyore, and this was War of the Human Tanks. If I find anything new, I'll show it off, but until then, see you guys in the next LP.